Hey, how's it going everybody? This is always back with another live stream. Today I'm going to be testing this MacBook Air, which is an Apple Silicon one. And the reason why I'm doing this live stream is because I want to test out the capabilities of live streaming from this MacBook Air. Right now, I am using external monitor with that, and also I am live streaming using OBS. I will show you the settings that I'm using. Uh, During this live stream, I will be coding, but first I'll have to set up my development environment. I'll be installing Node, Visual Studio Code. I think I already have that installed, but whatever is not installed, I'll be installing and setting up my development environment first. I'll be coding for about an hour or so, and a few things I want to try out where how much performance I get out from this computer while live streaming using OBS. And also want to test out how hot this computer becomes. I usually use MacBook Pro 16-inch for live streaming, but uh, that actually get hot really quickly, and also the fan starts spinning so loud that it's hard to get rid of that noise. And if this computer can help me to do my coding part and then also live streaming, this is gonna be the best computer for me. Well, there are some applications don't work yet, but I'll figure that out. So first of all, let's take a look at the the settings that I have. Okay, so now I'm gonna go and bring up the OBS on the screen. You might have like a effect where I am like looking at like few times. Uh, so let's take a look at the settings that I'm right now. I am doing a live stream from. So we're gonna go to settings. Let's bring the settings up as well. I'm going to show you the bitrate. That's 6,000 kilobyte per second. A video, I'm outputting 1920 by 1080. I think 1080p streaming is the way to go because I'm gonna be coding. I'm not gonna be streaming 60 frames per second as well, and I'm not gonna be streaming for like 2K or 4K. Even though this monitor is 4K, and I can probably try, but right now, can you guys tell me about the quality that you're seeing from my live stream? This is a 1080p live stream. Can anybody send me a message? Hi, Safullah, how are you, brother? Thanks, John. No worries, my pleasure. Johnny, sorry. Yep, so this is the settings, and right now the computer is pretty cool. Like, I'm not really, having any issues with the heat right now. I've got too many cables. I don't want to pick this up. Okay, another thing I want to show you here is this is the Based MacBook Air with NVIDIA 2020 8GB RAM. Now, that's good enough, I guess. I'm gonna click OK, and let's just move this down to my MacBook Air screen. Okay, so first thing, what we're gonna install is, one second. Okay, that's cool, that's gone. Okay, so how's the audio quality, Savila? Alright, so first of all, we're gonna open Safari. I'm going to bring this up. Now, we need to install a few things. We're gonna install a JetBrains IDE. I'm gonna go and install Visual Studio Code, which I think I've already have Visual Studio Code. That's the one I'm gonna be using to do the coding part from the of this live stream. Next thing, I'm gonna go to Node. Let me open up a terminal and see what we have. So I'm gonna try if I have Node installed. Yes, I don't have a Node installed, so we're gonna do that first. Let me see if I have a Python installed. Yes, I do have a Python installed. That comes by default. I think this function is like that. Okay, so I want to check the version that comes with the Python. I believe it's gonna be, okay, yes, I do. Okay, so I have to actually, nah, I can't really select the, anyways, we're gonna probably have to install Python as well. We'll try, Johnny, in this live stream. I'm gonna set up my whole development environment, and that would probably I'm gonna be trying a lot of things. So we we install things one by one. First of all, I'm gonna install a node. I'm just gonna install this, like, you know, the LTS version, and also I need what do you call this, python.org. And then I'm gonna go sdkman.io, which helps me to install Java. And also I might install .NET Core. Okay. And yep, so we'll just leave those tabs open. So first of all, let's go and install Node. I would really like to use this homebrew to install Node.js, but unfortunately I have to use Rosetta to install this bit, which I don't want to do at this stage. So first of all, let's try Node. I'm gonna just click on agree, install. I wish they make this homebrew compatible, because that's really required as a developer. Okay, so we got the Node installed. Let's try that out if we have that. Okay, we got 14.15, so Node is installed, and I can, you know, obviously run the code from Node now, so that's good. I need Python, so go download this one, Mac OS X. Let's see if that's require Rosetta or it's just installed. So I'll just do double click, get the installer up there. Okay, it's time for me to check the temperature for this MacBook Air. So right now, if I look at it, it's warm. Like if I was live streaming right now from this beast of the laptop, MacBook Pro 16-inch, you guys would be hearing, like, you know, a jet engine around me, like really noisy. I'm really surprised that, you know, I'm able to how do I say, I'm able to live stream and my hands are not really warm, not touching the warm surface, and it's pretty cool right now. Like this is impressive. Okay, so Python 3.9.0 is installed as well. So let's go and try that. Okay, we need to use Python 3's version, and there we go, we got Python installed. So if I do just Python 3, that will give me a Python REPL. That's good. So we got the Python setup. Now it's time for us to install Java. The way I'm going to install Java is by using this SDK man, because it really helps to, you know, switch the version. It's like an NVM for Java. So what we need to do is go to install. Let's grab this bit, paste that, and let's see if that works, if I'm able to run Java. Copy this, paste this one. Okay, my internet, I can show you now. So if I do speedtest.net, I'll let it run here, and then I'll do SDK version, and we should have a SDK version installed. Okay, cool. All right, it didn't run. Let's find out. Oh, I've got really bad ping right now. So I'm more concerned about upload. That should be about 20 because I'm connected through Wi-Fi. If I connect this through LAN with the adapter, that should give me less ping. Okay, right now because I'm live streaming, it's 14. Otherwise, it's usually 21, 23, and that's good enough for me to do a live stream now. All right. Okay, so now we got SDK ran, so I'm gonna use that SDK install Java, and that would be 15.0.1-open, and that will get me this JDK open JDK. All right, next thing we're gonna try installing is .NET Core. I have not done this before, so I'm gonna start by installing .NET Core 5.0, which is now recommended one. So let's just download, and I'm gonna click on allow, and that should just download some package. And this if this works, then this will basically be really good for .NET developers who were like, you know, wanting a good machine, but couldn't find them in the Windows world and just want to do a .NET development. I'm really happy. I will be really happy if that works. I don't really care about Visual Studio because I can use the IntelliJ or the writer from JetBrains. Okay, so that's downloaded. Let's bring this up. So that's .NET SDK, continue. I kind of hear some noise, like, no, it's warm. This is impressive. Like, you know, let me tell you one thing. When I used to do like live stream on Twitch when I was like coding, if I do encoding from OBS directly from MacBook Pro 16-inch, you can't really do that because there's gonna be too much noise. So what I did is like there is a NDI filter which is available in NDI what do you call it? NDI OBS. So this is the filter that basically sends a stream to another computer to encode, and that computer can actually do live streaming for you. So it's like a workaround without an adapter, and it works really good actually. But I see that I don't really have to do that anymore. Like, that's just gonna be good. Okay, so we should check if Java is installed. Now I should be able to see JDK, OpenJDK 15 installed. Yes, that runs. That's cool. I'll be testing this like coding part later, but let's just do .NET. Okay, I don't know how do I check .NET. I'm not a .NET developer, so do .NET version command. Maybe I can find that. So what I'll need to do. Okay, that's .NET, so let's just do .NET-H. Maybe I need to open a new terminal session. Okay, cool. So we do have .NET installed. That's really good. I'm not sure, Safala. I'm not sure on that, mate, because I mean, OBS is free and it lets you, you know, stream. I've never streamed from Bandicam, so I don't know. Okay, so we got the .NET version, which should be 5.0. All right, that's good. So we have a Node.js installed, we got Java running, we got Python running, and we got .NET running as well. And I'm not sure what else usually a web developer needs, like, you know, maybe other SDKs will work as well. I'm not sure, but these are like most famous programming language in the web world. So yeah, I think it's working. Now it's time for us to install some what do you call JetBrains product. So I'm gonna go and install, let's just start with IntelliJ. I'm going to download, and I'm gonna download the Mac Ultimate version. Just allow that. And if IntelliJ works, then that means WebStorm will work, Python will work, PHP Storm will work. Yeah, because this has other plugins as well. All right, we'll try Flutter as well. If you guys need me to try anything in terms of development, programming language, please write that in a comment and I will try my best to do that. Also, I will be creating one more video. I've been testing MacBook Air and MacBook Pro, both with 8 GB of RAM. And after 1 week, or maybe I would say 10 days of coding on these machines, I've tried Python, tried Node.js, tried Java, and I'm gonna give my opinion to you guys if you really need 16 GB of RAM, or 8 GB is enough. That video will be coming in tomorrow. I'm just gonna write that script. So I've listed down some key points that I find that is a bit different in the new M series Mac compared to the Macs that we had with Intel. Yeah, I'm really surprised. Like, this machine has no fan. I'm not hearing anything. I can do a live stream without any, it's just cool. This is impressive. And the battery, I'm charging right now. Obviously, it's full 100%, but the overall battery for like a week, it's been great as well. I don't want to use Toolbox for now. I use Toolbox pretty much on all my Macs or all my computers for development, but right now I don't want to install everything, man. I'm just testing IntelliJ, and that should be able to run Python, Java. So I know Toolbox is great, but yeah, can't bother. That would require me to log in. Nah, not really actually. Okay, I will be installing Flutter SDK, and I can tell you right now, I have another video. Let me just say, open YouTube, and I'm gonna go to my library. I think not this one, but playlist. That's the playlist. Okay, these are the videos that I've done, mate. If you want to, I'll just share the link in the chat. You can have a look at this Android Studio, and I've tried Flutter in that as well, I think, but let me try that again right now live with you guys. Okay, so IntelliJ should be good. And you see, I mean, the encoding part itself takes a lot of resources, right? The OBS should be taking a lot of resources right now. It's taking about 12% CPU, it's telling me, and it's quite good. And it says dropped frames, 346 dropped frames, but I don't know why. Maybe my internet is just a bit weird. All right, so I've got IntelliJ installed now. Do you guys want me to try any other IDE in what do you call it? In JetBrains world? Let me know. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go and maybe I can use let's just do Flutter. So let's just download Flutter macOS SDK. Do you have M1 MacBook Air or MacBook Pro? There's some sort of fan noise that I'm hearing. Is this from the 16-inch? Or where is this coming from? No, it's good. The performance right now I'm seeing, man, it is impressive. It's really impressive. I just don't have words for it. How Apple did it. This is like $1,500 laptop, in Australia, and then you can do pretty much on this. You can pretty much do everything on this, and I'm not feeling it. It's really hard. It's not actually, so that's pretty good. I wonder the MacBook Pro would do. I'll have that. I'll be testing that as well next. But now, next thing what we'll do is we're gonna open IntelliJ. Well, the Flutter is installed, so one software that I am really waiting for is this ScreenFlow. If that becomes available, I'll be so happy. This is like my recording software that I use to record the YouTube videos, and that's not working at the moment. And I'm really depressed because I can't really record videos. I wonder how good it's gonna be. I'll go with the white theme. Alright, I'll value it for free for now because I'll be deleting this later. Which one you getting, right? MacBook Air or MacBook Pro? Okay. One another thing that I noticed. I just want to show you right now because I might forget later. But if you look at this display settings here, okay, and let's just say if I switch to any of these settings, right? If I do that on MacBook Pro 16 or even iMac, like all the Intel based Mac computers that I've used previously, once you change this resolution, it'll be just like few seconds wait or delay for the resolution to be applied. Now you see here it's saying if I go to this resolution, which is higher resolution on this 4K monitor, but it says using a scale resolution may cause effect with performance effect, right? But I have not really noticed any effect on M1. But when I do that on the MacBook Pro 16, there is a bit of a lag or jitter when I do a browsing. So it just came to my mind, so just like before I skip it, I'll just tell you guys. Okay, so we're gonna create a new project. Now, as you can see, it took a few seconds to actually start this window or bring this window. All right, so Java is selected by default. We can use Java effects or just a plain Java. Next, I'll just create a command line application. And I'm just gonna do like test one. All right, let's find out if that runs or not. I would say MacBook Air is pretty good. I'm just testing right now if when I'm doing live stream for like an hour or so, how does this computer react? Do I feel a lag in Safari, if I open more applications, what it does. So I'm testing those things right now. So yeah, I'll be able to, you know, maybe answer that question. So it's choosing this. Let's download. So it's indexing JDK 15. So we're gonna have to wait. So now, as you see, IntelliJ, when it starts indexing, that's really high. You know, it takes a lot of resources. So now I can feel it's getting hot. This computer is a bit hot now. No fan, because no fan, no noise, so that's pretty good. Yeah, it's quite hot now. I mean, temperatures are like really rising. It's not hot as 16 MacBook Pro becomes, but let's find out how it's sustained its performance or not. Alright, so now I don't have any class file, so I can look. I'm not gonna run this code, but I just set up my development environment. So I'll just close this bit. What I'll do is I'll actually use one of the repository that I'm going to be working on, and that's what I'm going to be doing for rest of this stream, and keep you guys updated if this computer is actually it's lagging some performance or not. So I will be opening Real Studio Code. Now, if you guys have watched my channel, you guys probably, you know, wondering why I'm in Real Studio Code. Well, the reason why I'm in Visual Studio Code is because I actually recently found that Visual Studio Code can do a remote development. A remote development means that you see this code, these extensions, they're not actually installed. I didn't install them here. They are installed in my remote computer. And right now, if I show you guys one repository, I'm just gonna close this connection and I'm gonna close this window as well. I'm gonna bring this one up. Yep, this one. So this is basically running in Raspberry Pi, which is again an M1 series computer. So what I'll do is I basically go to this extension tab and I downloaded this remote development extension pack. So right now, if I switch to MacBook Pro 16-inch or switch to any computer, all I have to do is install this remote development and just SSH into Raspberry Pi, which is running Ubuntu. I'm actually gonna show you that. So what is this saying? Okay, if I go to Git, something's changed here. Now I'm just going to reword that, discard changes, and I'm gonna close the connection. I don't save. Okay, now my favorite IDEs are always and always be JetBrains, but unfortunately they don't have any remote development. And this is why I am actually trying Real Studio Code, just because I don't want to go and clone the repository and set up everything. It's just a waste of time. So what I'll do is, yes, it is compiling on Raspberry Pi. So right now it's running right, like, you know, I don't plug it in a display. It's just running, and I access this on my, you know, network. So what I'll do here is I will go and I'll just say, and I can even debug, you know, I can debug the stuff, and this works in a container as well. So if you have a Docker container running your code, you want to SSH into it and then just code from that Docker container. This is really good. So this is why, because I don't want to go and clone repository and set up everything. So yeah, I'll do remote. So remote SSH. And that's the IP, local IP that I'm using. I'm going to click on that, and that's going to give me this window. Right now, this window is running on this, so I'm going to have to type the password. I can add this as this key, but I haven't done that on this computer, so I'm not gonna do that. So here you can see this is basically a connection to that Raspberry Pi. And now what I'll do here is I will go and open a folder. Once I open a folder, you see this is giving me this Raspberry Pi, which is like a remote computer. So let's go to terminal. I'm gonna just go SSH Ubuntu at 192.168.1.113. I type the password, and now I'm gonna move this to next window. I'll just like to keep one window like on the next desktop so I can do coding there. So right now I'm going to be working on this project. So dev, this is the project that I'm going to be working on. So right now I'm going to go to dev, and I click OK. And now this window becomes like, you know, your remote environment. Now anything I'm doing here, even I open a terminal in Visual Studio Code, this is actually automatically giving me the terminal in my Raspberry Pi, which is running Ubuntu, ARM-based Ubuntu, and it's just running on SD card slot. So right now, for example, if I want to debug this code, which is running Raspberry Pi, and you see all of these extensions are actually running on Raspberry Pi. If I open, for example, if I open a new window, and this window is here, and I'm going to basically check whether I'm connected. No, I'm not connected. So you'll notice, actually I am connected. What? Nah, sorry, don't worry. I'll explain later, but there's a difference that I've recently seen. But now if I do a command here, I'll do npm, and I'm gonna do this npm debug, and that will run this script. And you will notice I've got a debugger, and this is actually running on Raspberry Pi, and I'm able to attach the debugger and also do my debugging there. I know that is really cool. So if you have a Docker container, then you're in luck. So let's just wait for this to start. Then what we're gonna do is open, let's just create another desktop there. I'm gonna move it here, and I'm gonna open Chrome. And that's where our testing will happen. All right, so let's wait for this to finish. So this is all running on Raspberry Pi. Right now I'm gonna show you my activity monitor. So it says 29%, 69% still idle, which is good. And OBS is basically taking like, I don't know, 92% saying. I don't know, but anyways. And VS Code is 0.1. I don't know what, I don't know. Oh, does it say Visual Studio Code is compiled or Apple? No, it's not. It's still Intel based, so that's fine. Alright guys, so right now I'm gonna go to app controller file, and that file is there. Now to just show you guys, if I go to this, I'm gonna try going to Nano, let's just do Vim apps API, and that would go source. Where is that folder? Yeah, source, app, and app controller.ts. Okay. No, that's not the file. Where we are, app controller.ts. Yep, that's the file, right? So as you can see, the file in Vim, and in Vim, I'm not gonna change this file, so that's the same file. So if I, for example, go and do something like, you know, I'm gonna do insert mode, and I'm going to do So what was the command to do that? I don't know. Okay, so I'll do console.log. I'll do hello. Okay, now if I save this file, I'll do write, and you will notice we don't have anything yet. I'm gonna press enter, and that wrote that, and there you go, we got the file and it is updating, and the debugger is basically triggering that as well. So what I have done with my workflow is that I have a Raspberry Pi 4 GB, and all the developers tells you, oh, you need 32 GB RAM, you need a 8-core processor, or you need a very high-end PC for software development. All rubbish. I'm doing all my development in a Raspberry Pi, which is running locally in my network, and that's why I can switch to iMac, I can switch to MacBook Pro, I can switch to my Windows PC, laptop, does not matter, because I'm only coding in Raspberry Pi. And when I do a lot of debugging and a lot of code, then I switch to WebStorm or IntelliJ just for a quick debug. I'll show you how I do that as well. I'll show you how I can sync between VS Code and IntelliJ. But right now, you can see if I do a breakpoint here, okay, and I'm going to go to HTTP and I'm going to send the request. So I send the request, it didn't went, so I'll just click again. It says connection was rejected. Okay, so this is debugger console. Let me try a different one. So I send this one. Again, connection is rejected. Okay, that's okay. Let me try one more thing. So do npm debug script. So this time I'm not gonna use this one. I think the reason why I've added this --host 192 is because I probably had to add the port there. But I'm gonna try this again and let's see what happens. It says debugger attached. API should be running locally, so we'll try local host colon 3333/API. Nope. I'll just wait for this to start and then we'll find out. Mohammed Saf, I'll run the Flutter man. I'm not sure if that was installed already. Let me find out for you. Yeah, Flutter SDK is installed, so I'll just probably I'll just probably leave that in downloads, doesn't matter. Okay, I'm just gonna try this one. This is like really not something that I tried on this computer before, but it's saying connection out. Okay, so I'm gonna try now API. Okay, so I believe if I do close this one and I use this node preview, and that's going to run this npm run API this time. Let's see what happens this time. Okay, it says debugger attached. That's weird. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Hang on a second. I'm just gonna stop this. Forgot about that. So I'm gonna do Chrome launch. I want to have to, I want to fix that. A lot of people asking for Flutter. I'm worried about this one actually. I'm gonna try Flutter first for you guys. So let me just open a new desktop. Let's open IntelliJ. We'll go configure, go to plugins, and I'm gonna go install Flutter plugin there. So let's just accept, and that should be finished really soon. Oh, we got this refresh kind of thing. I don't know what refresh symbol. That's the first time I think I've seen. So I'm just gonna restart IntelliJ. Package.json, and that's the command that I was running. What is this 104 doing? Why did I add this one? So let me just check for new console if config. Actually, I can do that by going to go to networks, advanced, and TCP/IP. So I'm 111. Okay, so 111. That's my local IP. I'll figure this out a bit. All right, so we got IntelliJ with that Flutter plugin installed, I believe. So we got a new project. Come on. Computer is a bit slowing down. I think it's throttling or something. That's bad. That's really something I wasn't expecting. So it says install SDK. No, I've already downloaded that. So go to download folder. That's Flutter, and it should, get it. I think that's Flutter. So we're gonna create a new project. Oh, it says iOS Android language Kotlin, and Swift is. We'll just do test Flutter. Cannot save. Why is that? It's a new application. Alright, finish. So Flutter test must be a valid Dart package name. Go to hell. I believe I have Xcode installed. Thank God I have already downloaded Xcode, guys. Otherwise, we would have to wait for Xcode to install. That would take a long time. All right, time to check the temperatures. It is warm. That's really impressive. Like, I'm really impressed with the performance with this computer. I wish this was launched last year, so I didn't have to buy iMac and MacBook Pro 16-inch. I had a 15-inch MacBook Pro. I should have, kept that one. Anyways, so we got a Flutter project created, and I believe when you create Android from Android Studio, it gives you like an option what's the template that you want to use. So what I'll do is we open Xcode. Oh my god, I have to install. I downloaded it, but I didn't install any components. Also, we need to make sure we got Git installed. Yes, Git's working as well, guys. So the best way to install Git is actually just type in git -- version, and this terminal will prompt you. And if you want to install some other things for Apple development, then you can go and download the command line tools for Apple. All right, I'm seeing a bit of a lag now. I'm not sure is it throttling because we have Xcode open and IntelliJ open. So I will create one project to be able to get the emulator. Okay, I'll just do app. Let's go next and test iOS. So we'll do com.oasmirza.test iOS. Next, I'll just create a repository on desktop. Create. Okay. Oh no, I created a Mac app. Can I double click and open this? Does anybody know? Oh my god. It's a new project. We're gonna go to iOS, select app, test iOS. Yes, please create. I don't want to wait. Let's just delete this and then create that. All right, so now I should be able to bring up iPhone 12 emulator as well. Okay, it's building. Now, as you can see, we've got IntelliJ, we have Real Studio Code running, we got Safari, we're live streaming from this computer, and I've got a couple of other applications running on my, different display, on a MacBook Pro display. All right. I can tell you guys now, it is kind of throttling now. I think it's really hot. Maybe the table that I'm using, it's like a carpet type table. So I'm just gonna hold that on my hand. It's still warm, it's not hot. So I'm gonna hold this on my hand, so I could basically see if that really okay. So as you can see, it's a little bit, it has started lagging a bit now. Maybe because of the emulator. Yeah, it's jamming. No, I'm gonna bring that here. All right, so it's starting up. Yep, at this stage, I can tell you guys, I am feeling a bit of a lag for this emulator. Now, I'm also, running a lot of things, and it's been, I don't know, 45 minutes or something. That yeah, so maybe stop this simulator. All right, so okay, so all right, so I believe streaming is kind of back now. Okay, are you guys able to are you guys able to see my screen now? I'm not sure because Mellow Baka, what do you mean by virtual PC, mate? Okay, so I actually had to stop emulator because that was causing some problems for me to use this MacBook Air. I want to show you guys this OBS setting. So I'm just gonna disable the preview. And then when I started live streaming, it was actually running a 9% CPU. Okay, so the CPU was like 9%. Now because I was using emulator and other things that I started, uh, that became as like 22, 25, or 30%. I've seen that, which means it's kind of like uh, I would say it's not really good for long-term live streaming if you have other multiple applications open. The best way to do that is using NDI filter, NDI that live streaming plugin that will help you to stream your the display and the webcam to the next computer for encoding. But unfortunately, that's not available as of now. So MacBook Air. All right, so you guys gotta see this. This is running 39% or something. It just became like that. Okay, so you see 27%, 28%. So OBS is actually taking it's actually, yeah. Anyways, I will try to use this computer and I will again try to run Flutter, but this time I'm gonna use the real mobile phone. Okay, instead of you know using the emulator, because I don't think emulator is is really good when you have a live stream going on and then you have other things running as well. And this thing doesn't have a fan. Okay, so I have the mobile phone connected. So let's go to congrats Mel. MacBook Pro is pretty good. I have one as well, so it's really good actually. All right, let's go and open IntelliJ. I'm actually going to download Android Studio. Let's see how it performs. I've actually done that previously and it kind of works, but it's not as good as Intel-based Mac. But I'll still try it. But with the real device, I can tell you right now, without even running this project in Android Studio, that it actually runs. But you need to have a real Android phone, and for iPhone, yes, you definitely need that. Now, are you asking me if I'm live streaming from MacBook Air or MacBook Pro? I'm using MacBook Air base model, 8 gig RAM. And IntelliJ is running. So let me try a Flutter project. Let's see what happens. Yeah, given that this is actually running under Rosetta, so you're gonna expect some sort of lag. One thing I want to say, if you use Apple application, their iCloud suite, and then Final Cut Pro, man, the performance on those applications using M1 is amazing. It's really, really amazing. Okay, so right now it is, so it says the current configured Flutter SDK is not known to be fully supported. Please update. Okay, so it's saying the current configured SDK is not known to be fully supported. Anyways, I'm going to try debugging on my Google Pixel. So let's see. So what I need to do is go to setting. Okay, configure framework detected. Oh, this is stupid. So I'm gonna go to settings, advanced, developer options, and I need to turn, I'll just turn off USB debugging and turn it back on. Oh, we can see there's a wireless debugging as well in Android Google Pixel. Alright guys, so my conclusion that is it's not actually reading and IntelliJ is not reading that, and now it just hanged. That's yeah. Nah, I'm not gonna use IntelliJ for Android projects or anything. And what I'll do is I'll wait for Android Studio. I believe it is downloaded, so I'll just install that one. I'm gonna do the same session using MacBook Pro as well, the M1 series. But I kind of have a feeling if I really want to do a live streaming completely on one computer using like M1 MacBook, I would rather do on Mac Mini. So if we look at let me grab while the Android Studio is installing. I'm gonna go grab the Mac Mini. Alright, so I've actually got two of these. One with 16 gigabyte RAM and the other one is 8 gig. Alright. Okay, I haven't unboxed this one. This is 16 gig of RAM. Alright. Have a look at this. It's got two Thunderbolt. And if you want to do I would say if you want to do like this kind of heavy load work, I would rather go with Mac Mini. It's cheaper. It's quite cheap. And then just increase the RAM to 16 gigabyte, and this computer will beat any computer out there. If you use Final Cut Pro or any Apple products like for video editing, if you want to do that, then this will actually kill other variant, other existing high-end Macs like MacBook, iMac actually, iMac Pro or whatever. Alright guys, so Android Studio is downloaded, so I'm just going to quickly install that. Let's just clear this out. And yep, I will be testing MacBook Pro as well, so stay tuned for that. Oh, I didn't know I had the Android Studio. I'm just going to replace that. Okay. Let's go with Android Studio. It should be starting soon. Let's click on open. Somebody asked me about my age. I think Safoli asked me about my age. I am 32. Don't go with my white beard hairs, and that's just inherited from my dad. Okay, so we got this Android Studio installed. I'm just not gonna import anything and just run it. I believe Android Studio will read my Android phone because this actually, I've tested this before and created a video as well. Okay, standard, let's choose light theme, and it's gonna have to download all this. As you can see, it's trying to install Intel x86 Atom system image, which you won't be able to do that. And then it's got this x86 emulator accelerator, which we can't have. yeah, there is no way you can actually uncheck these at this stage because it is running under Rosetta, and those packages will have to download. But Android Studio will tell you that those are not compatible. Can I ask anybody can tell me in the chat that the live stream is good, the quality is good, if there's a lag or any noise in the audio or any kind of lag. And so far, the system is warm, and I feel like, yeah, maybe because I was running emulator, that's why it was lagging. But right now, I am running. Obviously, Visual Studio Code is very light. Let me try opening some tabs there. So we will go with Ionic framework. I will open React Native. I'm just gonna open, let's just say, let's open Wikipedia and just search for something. So here I'm gonna try just search for this. Now I want a long article. So say a random article. That's too short. Nah, too short. No, I need a bigger article, some sort of like a page that I could load. I guess this is not the website to do, but we go to YouTube maybe. And I'm going to do a duplicate for this. So YouTube is not really light page, so now we're really stressing computer. Yeah, Django. Yeah, this is quite long. So we'll do a duplicate for this page. I'm not sure what's the shortcut key for that. So we'll just do a bit of duplicate. So right now we got, I don't know, maybe more than 20 tabs open in Chrome. And then I have Android Studio. It is unzipping or downloading something. OBS is running. So we're really stressing MacBook Air right now. Now I want to give my thoughts on it. Let's just say if I don't stream from OBS while I'm doing all this. I remember when I was testing the real world application and I was trying to just stress out this MacBook Air. I was able to run like, I don't know, 40, 50 or more than 50 Chrome tabs, and also I open Xcode, IntelliJ, WebStorm, all those applications were running, like 5 of them, 5 IDs were running with the project opened. And also it was something, I don't know, 40, 50 Safari tabs open. And that's when the computer really struggled and I wasn't able to open any application. After that I had to close, but it didn't really die. It's just like, wasn't really working out any longer. Alright, give me a suggestion, guys. What do you want me to do on this MacBook Air? Right now we're doing live streaming, we got Android Studio open, we have a 40, I don't know, 20 plus Chrome tabs. Let's stress out this computer and let's see how much you can do. Okay, Adobe. Man, I do have a, let me just go to Safari and I'm gonna go open download Creative Cloud. For me, the best part that really I'm enjoying is no fan noise. That's like the best. That's like I'm at the stage where I can, do all my development on this. So I do have Creative Cloud, but I'm not sure if I'm able to download that more than 2 computers. I've got this downloaded in 3 computers, and let's see if it allows me to log in. Then I will test some Adobe applications. Any more applications, anything that you guys want me to test? Any code? Android emulator definitely won't work. I've already tested that in one of my previous videos. So where is Android Studio? Yeah, it's still unzipping x86 image, which is not going to work, and that's really something the Android Studio team has to fix. That's really bad. Okay, where is Safari? Alright, download it. Let me just install Creative Cloud. Okay, so authentication. Alright, it's asking me to check the browser. Alright, I'm signed in. Alright, so I believe I can download pretty much all applications. So I'm a developer. Yes. And I do photo editing, video editing, UI UX. Done. That's just a form that they take. It says installing Creative Cloud. Is it installing all the applications without me asking them? Wow, I was like expecting a page where I could, select specific application and then I could just install. That's crazy. Okay, so here you go, guys. Once you download Android Studio, you get to face these issues. It's clearly telling CPU is not supported. Unfortunately, computer does not support hardware acceleration. I know that, so I'll just go and, create. Let's go and download Flutter plugin. I think it's newer than Java. I mean, it's easier than Java, I would say. And you can pretty much do anything in Java and Kotlin. It's not about what is better. It's I think the answer was given. It depends what you're trying to build. If it's like a simple application, I find Kotlin is much easier. It's very close to TypeScript stuff. Right, I was wrong, guys. So I have to actually select. So first of all, what we will download is, let's just say, you know what? You guys have probably seen all these benchmarks online already. There's a lot of channels that do benchmark and that do use Photoshop, Adobe Premiere Pro, especially comparing with Final Cut Pro. I'm not gonna waste my time doing that, but I will install, run, and download, a photo or something, and just quickly, do a stress test on this. And yeah, I'm downloading Photoshop right now. Is there any other application? You said the Adobe Animate. Okay, where is Adobe Animate? This is the one. I don't know how to use this. You might have to give me some suggestion, some tips how to use it or what to run on this. I don't know. I have no idea about this. So, oh, sorry, I've actually clicked on continue. The credit card actually tells you that you're downloading Intel based, so which is going to be running on Rosetta. So, yep. Where is the Android Studio gone? So 3 applications download, 2 applications downloading, and here we have a Flutter. I'm gonna create a new Flutter project instead of opening the existing one because I don't trust IntelliJ to actually create a Flutter project. So I'm gonna create a Flutter application, click next, and let's just say Flutter underscore app, that's fine. And I downloaded Flutter SDK here. Next, finish. I've used Premium Pro, mate. I have used Premium Pro. I have a full Creative Cloud account, as you can see here. It's a paid account, but I regret it because if you're on a Mac, you should not be using Premium Pro at all. I don't know why people, maybe some workflow, but I have to download. Where is it? Final Cut. Oh, I haven't downloaded it. So here you go. I have bought Final Cut Pro, paid $500 on this, but since I bought this, next year when my Adobe Creative Cloud account expires, I'm not gonna extend this. That's just wasted money. And instead, if you ask me what I'm gonna be using as a Photoshop alternative, I have bought this application called Affinity Photo, and that works even better on Intel and in Mac. I've tested in MacBook Pro, so that's really good. Okay, so we got Flutter project opening, so let's wait for this to actually figure out our device as well. I don't think I will have any video here, so I could use that on a Premium Pro, but I'll still install this. It'll tell me you're on Apple Silicon device. While we develop a new version of this app for Apple Silicon, you can use the Intel based version on the device. Yeah, continue, do it. Okay, it's installing. Okay, so the time has come for Flutter. It says, oh, can anybody tell me what is this round, refresh, or what is it like loading cycle call in Mac? I've never really look up what does it mean or what does it call. Right now it's saying no device connected. Alright, always allow. So I will allow. And there we go. We have a Pixel 4a connected. That's good. Now I'm going to, it's probably downloading something in the background. So it's indexing and then downloading something. But now I can see still not like, it's kind of warm. I am really surprised that MacBook Air can do something which my iMac with heaps of RAM, 8-core Intel process, 10 Gen 8-core processor can do, but makes so much noise. It's just too noisy to work. When I'm coding, I want to have like a quiet space. I don't want to hear any fan noise at all. That's why I usually code on Mac Mini or iMac instead of MacBook Pro 16-inch. If I do, I'll put it in my cupboard and then just use external monitors. Alright, so this is running. Now what I'll do, I'll have to build the project once this indices finish. All right, come on, mate. Now we're actually really stressing this computer. I have some other application that I want to test, not just Adobe and Apple. I have some other application that I want to test on this. One of them I'm really waiting for is ScreenFlow. Once the ScreenFlow is available, I might be ditching my 16-inch MacBook Pro, switching to MacBook Pro 13-inch M1. I'm ditching 16-inch MacBook Pro once that ScreenFlow comes. Alright, so here's a Flutter, guys. I'm just waiting for this to finish. Once done, then we will just run it in the phone. Let me just go to System, Advanced, Developer option, and there is something called a Wi-Fi debugging allow. And I'm gonna click on play. Now it's running the code. I believe it's gonna run on Pixel 4a. As you can see here, lib/main.dot on Pixel 4a is in debug mode. Yes. Okay, so the Gorilla task is running right now, so let's just wait. There you go. That's open on iOS Simulator. We'll do that next. Let's just wait for this to finish. Hey, I want to ask you guys, do you guys like to see the live stream, or should I be doing live streaming for like my coding sessions? Or no, I didn't really have these many people watching me previously ever. So there's like 71 people I think right now watching. Thank you so much for that, and welcome to the live stream. Thank you. Okay, so we still got this assemble debug going on. All right, let's just wait for that finish. But what else that we were running? And I also will talk about what about the performance of different application running side by side, like Android Studio versus IntelliJ. Come on, do it. And where is the Chrome? Yeah, too many tabs open. In terms of heat, it's bearable. I would say it's bearable compared to what I'm used to. Oh, it's 87% installed, but the Premium Pro is still waiting. And I would like to test this Adobe XD. This is like one of the main applications that I use, so I'm just really, keeping my this subscription for pretty much this application. This was free, but now I think they put it in a paid. Come on, it's still going on. So as you can see, the time it takes to run the Gradle task. Maybe it's actually downloading Gradle. I don't know what it's doing. Well, I guess we will have to wait. Alright, meanwhile, I'm gonna try running this debugger. NX Fantify. This one, API script. So if I do run this time, let's say is debugger attached. No worries, safe. All good, man. But it's still keeping the griddle task is still running. I'm not sure. Should I cancel it or what's going on there? But I'll just wait. Meanwhile, I'll finish this bit. So it says using 2 workers with 2048 megabytes memory limit. That's good. Now I would like to go to Chrome and open a new tab and do local host colon 333 dash API. Yep. So I'll have to do 192.168.1.113 and that would be 333 API. Let's see. Okay, still not running. Why is that? This is really weird. This is weird. Yeah, I don't know how long it's gonna take, but it is still running, man. I have no idea why. Maybe it's blocked by some other application. I have no idea. So Photoshop is installed and we have a Premiere Pro on the way. I can't see Premiere Pro. Where is that? Anyways, I'm more concerned about this bit here. This is something that I really want to fix. Okay, so that's connection refuse. So we'll do 1 and 2. 104. Now this is 111. Maybe I have to check the firewall or something. If that doesn't run, then yes, it's MacBook Air. Still going on, man. I don't know. I'll just unplug my device. Oh, we get to see some errors. So here it says we could not determine the task. Okay, that's alright. Alright, so the issue with the Java, where is Gradle? Where is Gradle? So we'll just do... Guys, the computer is actually really struggling right now. So I'll do Java. Come on, it's not even typing now. It's crazy. I want to do Java. Where was that? Flutter. And that's the Flutter that we downloaded. Let me try that on iOS simulator. Let's see what happens. All right. Let's see. I'm not sure how it's gonna act. If the stream lags, then don't go. I'll be back, okay? Because last time when I opened this emulator, it actually didn't really work. The computer actually died. We got 70 people, 60 people watching the live stream. Can you guys please like this if you're really liking it, or dislike it if you're disliking the stream, please. Yeah, we got only 16 likes right now. I want to see that at least going to 30. I would really appreciate that. Alright guys, so it's kind of like, you know, the emulator is here, and let me just click on this play button. Maybe that will do it. Okay, so it's kind of like, okay, so now the build has started again. Now Android Studio it's really bad. Can't use it. Okay, the stream should be back now. Can anybody send me a message saying if the stream is lagging or it's okay now? Okay, so now stream should be back live. I think Safullah and Mohammed Saf, you asked me to run Flutter, and I want to tell you guys that Flutter, as long as the M1 Mac goes, no, you should not buy a Mac M1 for Flutter development, because I tried to run it twice and it actually basically killed the live stream, and I wasn't able to use anything on the computer. So I had to close Android Studio, which took like a few minutes, a couple of seconds, I would say. And then I had to shut down. Then the computer is back normal now. Yeah, for the web development, as long as Python, Python, Node, Java is concerned, this computer is pretty good. But if you talk about the Android development or Flutter development or all the cross-platform development, for example, Ionic framework, which you can compile the website into a mobile app, using WebKit from iOS, and it does have the same thing for Android as well. No, if you're concerned about mobile development, and which includes hybrid, React Native, Ionic, Cordova, Capacitor, Native Script, naming these frameworks, right? No, you should not get this machine as of now. They're not really well supported. Ravi, yes, man. MacBook Air is doing a lot of things in this live stream, as you can see. This is actually full encoding my live stream, and also I'm running quite like Chrome tabs and Safari tabs, and I've tested this doing a lot of applications that I've downloaded previously, and I tested this MacBook Air. I think for developers, you need to get MacBook Air because number one, as long as the development is concerned, if you're using VS Code, then you can do remote development. Just get a Raspberry Pi or a little computer and just SSH into it using Visual Studio Code. Second thing, if you want to run everything locally, this computer can handle it. Don't go with MacBook Pro, because one thing that I would say you don't get in one thing you can't really do is what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something about this MacBook Air. Oh, yep. Comparatively, MacBook Air or this Mac Mini, that's a strong computer. That's beast. This is like cheaper, but it's like really a beast computer. Get a MacBook Air because this keyboard. I'm not sure if I'm able to show you that function keys there. You can see these function keys. That's the reason you want to get MacBook Air. You want to get MacBook Pro, but you don't get this MacBook Pro because of this touch bar. That's just stupid. I don't really like it. Since I got this, I'm keeping MacBook Air for my dev machine. But if you're concerned about running things, Python, yeah, no problem. You can do Angular development, no problem. You got your Spring Boot develop Java, yeah. We got Java running actually. If you rewind back in live stream, I've installed Java, Python, Node, so it's running. Hey guys, I thought I would get like 30 likes. I'm getting 15 likes here, and then there's about 70 people watching, and it's like going in and out. But I would really appreciate if you guys can give me some likes for this live stream. All right, now we gonna run some Adobe applications, and you guys tell me what you want me to test. And after that, I will actually focus on the coding part that I have to do. And my debugger is not running on this M1, so I'm just concerned about that, what's happening there. Okay, so first of all, let's go and open Photoshop. And I'm pretty sure you guys have watched Photoshop benchmarks and stuff online. There's a lot of channels that do benchmark and tested Photoshop, especially Adobe Premiere Pro and other Adobe application versus Apple products. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna focus on development stuff on MacBook Air. Robbie, I want to say one thing. If you want to get a bit more power, in terms of a more sustained power, like I'm doing a live stream here, man. It's pretty heavy task to do, and also running these applications. If you want to do like these for a long time, I would probably go with MacBook Pro with the external keyboard. If you want to have external monitor plugged in and you use external mouse and keyboard, yeah, because it's got a fan and it can spin up when required. I'm finding this is a bit, it's a bit like warm now. Like I can keep my hands on it. It's not really hot like Intel MacBook Pro 16-inch, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to sign out from one of the device. So what is this computer? I'm gonna sign out. And I'm gonna sign into this device. Okay. Now I can see the Photoshop is running. And let's see how it performs. So let's bring it up. Let me. Okay. So yeah, Photoshop is running under Rosetta. And I think it's good. What's happening here? I'm not sure. Let me see. Okay, so what we'll do here is we are going to actually open a file. Let's just find a file first. So we're going to go to Safari and we are going to open Unsplash. Okay, and this thing is just sitting here now. I don't know what is this. I'll try to force close this. Yeah, probably. Yeah, this is annoying. I'm just gonna minimize that. I'm not gonna force close this for now. I'm not sure if the stream is still good. If it is, then let me know, guys, because I can see some lag. Anyways, so here I'm gonna find a photo, for example. Let's just find something interesting. And I want to have a photo which is really high end. So if I click on that, This is large is 24, original is 3492. Nah, that's not what I want. I want to have a very high photo, so I'll just do, for example, wallpaper. Let's see what is the size for this. So again, that's not really high. Let's find out this one. Okay, 33. I'm just gonna download this one as well. Let's download this. And got people. Let's find some people here. I'll do like this photo is nice. Let's see. That's original. Let's download original. Let's find out this one. That's 34. So I'm gonna open all these photos at the same time so you guys can see. Let's see, what is this photo? Yeah, I'll just download this one too. Alright, we got enough pictures. So now let's go and open those pictures. So click on open. And let's go and open on your computer. Go to downloads and let's bring those photos there. So let's just bring this man in Photoshop. Given that I've got a bunch of other things running, I think it's time for us to talk about some RAM stuff. Oh. Okay. As you can see, 8 GB RAM. A lot of people have asked me in my previous video whether you should consider 8 gig or 16 gig. Well, if you're a developer, Docker is not yet supported, but still, I would still consider 16 gigabyte just to future-proof my device. But for web development, just for like now, if you want to get it, I would still go with 16 gig. But I'm not saying 8 gig is not enough. 8 gig is perfectly fine if you have, like, you know, just normal general web development needs. Even for iOS development, no issues whatsoever. So what I'll do now, put this on the side, and I'm gonna go and open this bit as well. Okay, we got one more picture there. Let's open this one. Aninda Duta, do you really care about the keyboard, like the Ravi? No, Donald. And this is my setting here. I can show you right now. I'm gonna show you my settings actually. Where is OBS? What I was gonna say to Aninda is, like, you care about the keyboard, like, you know, the touch bar keyboard or not? If not, then for development work, this is good. And you're saying 1080p video editing, which software are you planning to use? Ravi, no VMware VisualBot does not work. No virtualization on these computers yet. Even parallel doesn't work. Alright, I was gonna show Donald. So I'm doing 6000 video bitrate. You know, video output is 1920 by 1080, 920 by 1080. Yeah, that's my setting, man. And I think 1080p is the way to do live streaming. You should not be streaming 4K. Nobody will basically like to watch a 4K. Maybe some do, but they will feel some lag and your computer will die. Okay, another picture. Let's open that up. I would recommend MacBook Air with 16 GB RAM, and in the for your development work, Photoshop will work fine. You can see here it's just perfectly fine, and I've got other application open as well. Okay, let's zoom in, zoom out. There we go. I'm not sure on live stream how smooth you guys can see. Okay, that's good. Got this image. It's very smooth. Yeah, I would highly recommend MacBook Air, especially no fan. And given that this computer is warm right now, and I have like Photoshop opened, let me go grab another image. Let me open, let's just say this one. Now I want to open that in a different tab. So we'll open a new tab maybe. Let's just do web. And let's bring that photo. How it's gonna do this bit. Let me try. Okay, again, that's not good. I don't want to have okay. I wonder why it's not opening in the new file. I need to learn Photoshop again, man. I'll just go open this instead of like drag drop. Yeah, I'm not sure if the live stream, but man, I can zoom in, zoom out into these images, and these are like really heavy images that we just downloaded, right? And I don't see any lag at all. That's pretty impressive. I can open another image. Yeah, let's open this one as well. Okay, now I'm gonna leave the Photoshop running. Okay, as you can see for multitasking, how many heavy photos that we have opened here. And now we're gonna go and open Adobe Premiere Pro with side by side. Okay, so Adobe Premiere Pro. I'm not sure if I have any video to actually scrub, but you know what? I'm gonna just record that. Let's try killing this MacBook Air. I am running on I think it's 50 downloads and 20 megabits upload. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go and do a screen recording, and we'll do full 4K screen recording. Okay, let me do that. Now you guys can see live streaming plus screen recording with QuickTime. That's gonna be awesome. Alright, so right now I am recording and live streaming through OBS. So we'll have some video to work with, I believe. Donald, I've done the quick speed test in the live stream previously. Okay, so we do have a video now to work with. I'm going to save this. Okay, that should be saved on desktop. So that's the video that we just recorded. I'm gonna open that in Premiere Pro. So given that these are like heavy images are opened, we got live stream going on, and I'm gonna open Adobe Premiere Pro. Now I want to say something. You can't really expect this kind of performance. You can't really expect this kind of performance from Intel based. This, you're listening from somebody who has this MacBook Pro 16-inch, and also I have an iMac. If you don't know how many Macs that I've tested, I would say go watch this video. Where is it? So I'll go to YouTube and go to, where is, okay, I'm gonna have to search for Wais Mirza, my channel, and you're gonna have to go to Wais Mirza and go to playlist, and here's a playlist. Okay, and you need to watch this video, this one. You need to watch this one. 16-inch MacBook Pro, iMac, and then these three new computers, also the Mac Mini, and all of them are like one Mac. iMac is 128 GB RAM, 16 is 32 GB RAM, and I've got a Mac Mini with 64 GB RAM. And this is what you're listening from a person who has these many Macs and tested all of them. Okay, the lag is because okay, so I had to close Photoshop. It's actually giving me this, like, it's refreshing, loading of whatever it's doing. And I can tell you this would not be a problem if you are not live streaming or not encoding right in your computer. That's the problem there. And it's kind of like hanging. Now again, this is like the real real world test that you guys seeing. I'm not cutting this video or recording this video. It's just live. You guys can see how MacBook Air M1 performs. And I have tested this one, Mac Mini with M1. This is a beast. This is just a beast. If I'm not live streaming from this is just a killer. It's a killer of iMac. Any desktop, Windows-based desktop you want to throw at it. It's just really good. Alright, I can't really do much now. I need to close Photoshop with a force close. So as you can see, Photoshop is not responding any longer, so I have to close it. But the good thing is it didn't kill the computer, so the computer is still running. So I closed it. Now let's go to Adobe Premiere Pro. And, we can create a new project. I mean, you've seen the benchmarks already, guys. I don't want to do that now. It will run. It's good. I'll just create test project. I might have to clean up. Now you can see here it's saying playback GPU supported Metal or OpenCL Debugger. So you gotta make sure you select Metal. Okay, so it's running. I'm gonna just grab this video, put it in the Adobe Premiere Pro, and this should be just running. It's not really smooth right now. The reason for that is maybe because I'm just, live streaming. No, not good, not good. So, yeah, I'm not able to do much work with live stream, guys. So what I'll do is I will switch my live stream to a different computer tomorrow with the capture card, and then I'll test MacBook Pro with M1. And I think we have come to the position where I can just stop my night tonight. It's already like 3:49 a.m. And I'm gonna go to sleep now. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. NYK multimedia, I would say Mac Mini with 16 gigabyte of RAM should be good. But my suggestion is still use some sort of like capture card to output that stream to another computer if you have one, a very old computer maybe, and then encode from there and then do a live stream from that computer. There's a filter called NDI filter, but unfortunately that does not work on new M1 series. But do that because you want your computer to actually be there for you, not to encode video and do a live stream out of it. I think that's one thing that you should be doing. If I wasn't live streaming right now, basically this computer flies. I can open 4 big images in Photoshop. Premiere Pro scrub perfectly fine, but I don't really use Premiere Pro anyway. I use Final Cut, works fine. Open like these many YouTube tabs or any tabs. Here we got like some tabs. So I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tabs running, and about 15 to 20 here. So 30 tabs right now open in Chrome, and they're not reloading. So when we switch to a tab, they don't reload. The YouTube one did, but they're pretty fast. So if I go here, yeah, they're reloading, but they're fast. It's maybe because of the YouTube. If I go to Django, you see this is not reloading. It's just in the memory. So yeah, I would say 16 gig with Mac Mini. It's the base of a computer, but when you do live streaming now, that you just give away the resources. Yeah, I mean that's about it, guys. I think we covered a lot of things in this live stream, and anybody watch this live stream will have a feeling how your MacBook Air will perform while you live streaming right from your MacBook Air. But so far I'm really impressed. If I have to just do a coding live stream like Real Studio Code or WebStorm, I'll definitely use MacBook Air and do a live stream directly for MacBook Airs. No problem with that. But right now we're trying to open like other big applications as well, which is not really something we should be doing because this is 8 gigabyte MacBook Air, but still very powerful. Stop live stream and it will work. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please give this live stream like if you did like it and if you think did this actually help you. So goodbye, take care, and I'll talk to you guys in the next live stream. Cheers.